All right, everybody. Welcome to Ball Up Update. So, a few games tonight. Let me start with the Nets. Nets look really good tonight. There were flashes. Ben Simmons brought it tonight. I think if he plays with that energy, he looked a lot like the Ben Simmons of old, right? As far as the way he played, his flow. He wasn't scoring as much, but he looked a little bit more like Ben Simmons to me. All right. I think commentators were saying that as well. But he was aggressive. He went to the basket, got fouls, made his free throws, uh, took guys to the basket, uh, nice little floaters and stuff. The way, the things that you've seen Ben Simmons do in the past. So if he can continue to do that, I think you're going to see the Nets really start to ascend and gel. Um, Second game was the Kings. The Kings took care of business against San Antonio. I think when you're playing and you're trying to ascend to be, one of those top layer teams, you you tend to get up for the teams that you want to prove that you're there. So they've really been going at Golden State, right? They've been giving it to them. Now you play a team that you're supposed to win or beat in the Spurs. Talent-wise, they have a lot more talent, so you figure they should beat San Antonio. San Antonio's going to play hard. Uh, Coach Pop's going to have them guys ready. And Sacramento ended up winning. They pulled away. It's pretty competitive, but Sacramento had a few runs here and there, and it wasn't anything that San Antonio could do to stop those runs. Last game, Clippers in Detroit. Welcome back, Kawhi. I'm so glad he was there because I want to see. Well, I want to see people. I want to see people play. I want to see everybody healthy because if they're healthy, then I want to see the best teams play all healthy. That's to me competitive. That's how you want to figure out who's the best team. It's always asterisks and stuff next to teams when players are hurt. So I want to see if this Clippers team is as good as a lot of people think they can be. I think they can be really good because they just loaded. But at the same time, you got to put it together and they got to play. So I was really happy to see him playing. Now, I'm doing something. I'm going to add something to this, not just feel like I'm going over box scores and stuff. What I saw. The thing that I noticed tonight, there was a play. Detroit was switching a lot. I think more in the from the wing down in the corner. Okay, but there's a play where Zubac, I think it was Zubac, who was giving kind of a dribble handoff to Paul George, and Bogdanovic. I hope I didn't mess his name up. Instead of him going, he switched. So when he switched, Paul George catches the ball and gets enough room to where it's like he took just a split second to realize, okay, you switch, and there was a gap in between Bogdanovic. I'll call him Bob. Between Bob and the next defender, it was a sizable gap. So instead of Paul George trying to dribble up top, he recognized it, gave him a quick jab to the right. Bob moved slightly, and then he, did a couple of pat dribbles to the rim, to the basket, went up to dunk. He missed the dunk. I think he thought he was going to get fouled because it was contested. I can't remember the kid who contested him, but he jumped up to contest him, and he realized he made what they call a business decision. It's like, nah, I'm not going to be, I don't want to be on no poster. And Paul George just missed the dunk. I mean, he had it, but it was his recognition of the switch, and that's something that I think players need to really do more of, is understand what the defense is doing, when they're doing it, how they're doing it. And once you really start to look at those things, you can find creases to do those things. Everybody has a system. I mean, people aren't just out there playing defense. You have a system in place. You go over it a lot so you know what you're needing to do, whether it's switching, whether if it's a big, you're in drop coverage off a screen and roll, whatever it is. So if you study and understand what the defense is doing, you can be very successful on any level, pro, college, high school, hell, even at the park, playing in open gym, you could be successful if you understand how they're playing, if they're playing defense. Because sometimes you be in them pickup games and you get that dude who just walk down the court all the time. He don't never really try to play no defense or anything. He just want to catch the ball and shoot. So we all have somebody that we know that does that, right? Or has done that. So great games tonight. I'm trying to watch games every day, right? Every day. So hope this was helpful, especially the part about the switching defenses, because if you are understanding it, you can really learn how to attack it, and that's what Paul George did. I think he recognized it. So hopefully that was helpful to somebody out there who's looking at doing that. I'll see you guys soon.